helped me, or what I have done differently from my first pregnancy that I feel has really made it a bit easier for me this time round. Guys, I felt shut off and completely just out of touch with the world because I never prepared for any time at home. I felt like I did not completely disconnect with who I am or the things that I like doing. So that has really helped me. I can tell you guys for sure that one has come through for me 100%. I have not felt disconnected from my life. In fact, I feel like the lifestyle became a bit easier, and I feel that that has really gone away a long way into ensuring that my days are happier. I spend time with my baby feeling more fulfilled. Express as much milk as you possibly can. This Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, karibu sana. My name is Jane. I do create content around lifestyle vlogs and motivation videos, and in today's video I just wanted to share with you guys tips that I think really came in handy for me when I had my second born child. Currently we're almost at a 3-month mark, and I just wanted to share the tips that I think really helped me, or what I have done differently from my first pregnancy that I feel has really made it a bit easier for me this time round. So yeah, I have my pointers here. I'm just going to be reading them out and also explaining how they have helped me, and I hope that this video will help you if you are maybe anticipating your second born child and you don't know how it's going to be, or maybe you had a very difficult time with your first child and now you're just second guessing yourself if you really are ready to be a new mom. So those are the questions I asked myself, and also those are some of the fears that I had, but I feel like having prepared properly for the arrival of my second born has really helped ease off the stress of this motherhood journey. So the first one is I saved up for convenience. With my first pregnancy, I realized I felt shut off and completely just out of touch with the world because I never prepared for anything, like for the convenience of being able to still continue with life even with a newborn in the house. So for this second pregnancy, I intentionally decided to put money aside for convenience, just to make things easy for myself. If I needed to hire extra hands to clean the house, I would be able to comfortably do that without thinking about expenses. If I wanted to order for something online, I would not be worried about how it's going to get to my place. I would just be able to conveniently afford the fee that they charge. If I see something that I like and I want to gift myself, I would comfortably do that. So that way I have really felt that I have not disconnected from my day-to-day life. As much as I was not going outside or I was spending a lot of time at home, I felt like I did not completely disconnect with who I am or the things that I like doing. So that has really helped me. Saving up for convenience, for the convenience of the lifestyle that you are used to without a child. You want that to continue into your, after you give birth, to still be able to have that convenience, and planning for it, because if you don't plan for it, then that's how you end up feeling like, but I'm spending too much. If I pay for this delivery guy, it's going to be too expensive. If I hire an extra nanny and spend this much money. But when you plan ahead and you have that money, you're able to enjoy your convenience. I can tell you guys for sure that one has come through for me 100%. I have not felt disconnected from my life. In fact, I feel like the lifestyle became a bit easier also for my nanny, because I didn't want to just overload her with all this work. So we were able to balance that so that we can have time to spend as much time as we can with the newborn. So the other thing I did is I intentionally prepared for a photo shoot. I think I'm going to just, if you haven't watched my photo shoot, it's on this channel. I'm just going to link it here. I intentionally prepared for a beautiful photo shoot because I knew that that memory was going to be important for me. So it goes back to the first point. I also saved up for it. I searched for MUAs that will do a good job. MUAs is basically a makeup artist that will do a good job grooming for me and my family. And I was able to also prepare my family for the same, my family being my husband and my firstborn, and we were able to have a really beautiful photo shoot because I planned for it. So I would also recommend that. It's just also good for the soul to be able to sit back and now see that process. It reminds you where you have come from, and now also gives you just the strength to be able to go through these first 3 months, which are usually very hectic because everything in your house changes, the routine changes. There's just so many adjustments you have to do, and so you want to be able to at least have those good memories that you can go back to and see how far you have come. So I really loved that I was able to plan for that accordingly. The other thing is I promised myself is that I would keep busy and I would try as much as possible to work on a routine. I don't know, with a baby I really struggle with routines, so I don't really force myself. But this time round I just went with very simple routines, just making sure that when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is just change baby, make sure they're okay, and then hop into a quick shower, hot shower, just dress well and feel good about myself. And I feel that that has really gone a long way into ensuring that my days are happier. I spend time with my baby feeling more fulfilled. I'm not really stressed about it. As much as I haven't gotten enough rest, maybe we had a difficult night, the day becomes easier. I'm also able to rest in the afternoon, and I know all these things come of course with support. So if you are able to get someone to really support you and help you through this journey, please do so, because it's very important. So I think for me, just being able to keep busy and have a routine also has really come a long way in helping me really enjoy my maternity leave. The other thing is I did intentionally put activities for my son and spend time with him. So my son is around 6 years old, so of course I know I had been advised that he's going to get emotional, or it's going to be a transition for him as well, so we didn't know how he was going to take it. He became of course a bit very emotional during the first periods, but you know, we had to intentionally create time to spend time with him. He goes with my hubby to places and they're able to spend time together, and that allows me to stay home with the baby and also just bond. And so creating that separation and creating opportunities to spend time with both of them has really helped. I've also really loved just nurturing my son into, you know, being in the space where he appreciates that he's the firstborn and he needs to take care of the young sister. I think that has also come a long way. So things like changing the diaper, we do that together sometimes when he's in the mood for it, because sometimes he's just not in the mood for it. If he wants to be cuddled, I ensure that I cuddle him as well, because with baby it's easy to put them aside and just ensure that you take care of this older one, because their emotions, they are present to their emotions, so they kind of like carry that with them. So being able to intentionally do that, I think, has also really helped me as a mom to be able to see where to adjust and how to adjust, so that I don't feel like I'm leaning so much on the newborn activity that I am forgetting my son, and I also don't feel like I'm spending too much time with him that I'm forgetting the newborn. So it's kind of like a very tricky balance, at least I would say, for my experience so far. But just being intentional about it has really helped just smoothen out the whole process. The other thing I would advise is express as much milk as you possibly can. This liquid gold will come in handy, especially when I go back to work. I know for sure it will help, because I've already seen how it has been able to help even with the process of just training the baby to drink milk by the bottle, being able to do that with the nanny, so that if I step out, they will still be able to continue without routine, without creating a discomfort in between. So I've really tried my best. I don't know if you guys can hear kids singing happy birthday. I think there's a kid having a birthday in the block. But yeah, express as much milk as you can. I know for some moms it's really hard to express, and I applaud you for that, even for trying, because expressing is not easy. It is not easy, guys. It is really just sacrificing. Si rahisi. But yeah, expressing, I think I'll show you guys what I currently have in terms of stored milk. I've also just created a routine where we are able to feed baby by the bottle during the day, so that she can ease into that easily, even as I prepare to go back to work. So the other thing is I Also, had put on my list that I will do something to keep my mind off the newborn stress, which is basically being consistent here on YouTube. I wasn't sure if I was going to go off or if I'll continue shooting, but I'm so glad that I chose to continue shooting because it has also kept my mind off the constant stress. I've also felt like I have something to look forward to. I can be able to plan my week in a way that I know 2 days within the week I will have to shoot. So that has also just kept my mind off the stress of just constantly being with a newborn and not doing anything else. And because you can lose yourself in it, especially if you're used to a busy routine and then it's just cut off and all you do is take care of your baby. It's definitely stressful. So that has helped me. And again, as I said, it has been possible for me to do this because I have the support of a very good nanny, which I really appreciate. So the other thing is I have intentionally connected with my inner being. I have prayed, I have meditated at night when we wake up with the baby and they're not sleeping and at least they're not crying, they're just there. I have taken that time to meditate. I have taken that time to pray. I have taken that time to just do things that help me help calm the tension in my body. Of course, it's not every night because there are nights where you're so irritable. There are nights where you want to sleep and you're not able to do that because of a baby. There are nights you just don't even want anything. You're just, it's stressful. But for the nights where I'm calm and I'm able to connect with myself, I use that time. I have used that time to pray. I have used that time to meditate. I have used that time to just be calm and to remind myself that this is just a journey and it's a process, and every day means that we are getting closer to growing and to growing and to growing. And so that has really helped to just keep my spirit intact and put me in a space where I can just take care of my baby bila stress. So the last thing that I feel has also helped in this journey is I have taken time off mommying and have gone to the supermarket to just make rounds. So I'm lucky enough to live in a place where the supermarket is not so far from where I stay. So for the days where I have been able to express extra milk and I know that if the baby wakes up while I'm away, they will be fed, I have just taken that time off to go to the supermarket. Kuenda tu kuzurura. I'm not buying anything. I'm just looking at what is happening. I'm just able to move around and see people and see cars and feel like I am still a human being because you can easily lose that with this maternity process. It's not easy, but yeah, so I think just taking time off to walk around the compound, to just be away from the house, to change the environment a bit has also really helped to just keep me in a good mood and also just provide me with an opportunity to feel that all is not lost. I'm not dying. This is just like a period that is going to pass, and we're going to continue growing, hopefully by the grace of God. So I think those are things that have really helped me, and those are the tips that I would share for you if you are a new mom, or if you are anticipating your second child. You can just see what you can pick from that you feel will really help you ease into that stage of just being a mom, of all these changes that are happening to you, to your body, and commit to just take care of yourself, because if you feel good, you're able to project that to the people around you, to your baby, to your family, and it's very important. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you have learned something. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, as I said, karibu sana. Please do consider hitting the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you became part of this growing family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support that you give to this channel. Have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.